Hi everyone, my name is Boston. I am a Reiki master and essential oil educator, and today I'll be talking to you about how to manage stress. I have a couple of simple ways to do that, things that I use in my own life that have really worked for me, and I'm just bringing it back to the basics today. I feel like this is a huge market for a lot of people, for coaches, for counselors, for healers, for natural solutions, and that's all great. That's wonderful. I obviously do that as well, but these are just some simple ways to help you to refocus on what's important. We have started the new year. We are like the third week in, and you might have started to overcomplicate it. You might have started to feel overwhelmed by your goals. Maybe you're not seeing progress as quickly as you'd like, or life is getting in the way as it usually does, right? So these are just a couple easy ways that you can manage stress at home when you are outside of seeing me or one of your other favorite practitioners. So first things first, are you moving your body? Are you moving it every day? Whether that's stretching, whether that is exercising. I have been doing embodiment work, and embodiment work is where you like breathe. It's basically like breath, but you add sound, and then after that you add movement, and that really helps to uncover that layer of all that stuff that you like shove down deep inside when you have to like put on a face or a mask when you're like outside in the world, and things just get repressed. So that's a really great way to let that out. It's really amazing. So if you have any questions about that, reach out to me. I can kind of point you in the right direction on where I get my embodiment practices from and walk you through that. So moving allows the stuck energy, whether that is the embodiment or the exercise or whatever, to really get out of the body. So another easy thing is, are you nourishing your body with real food, not fast food, not packaged food, not processed food? Like, think about the ingredients that you're putting into your body. Are you feeding your body from the inside out? Are you giving your body enough energy to do things? If you're not feeding your body properly, you have to start tapping into your reserve, and that makes you cranky, that gets you stressed out, that puts you more on edge. And so by really making sure we are feeding our body, it allows our body to work properly, and it can help us sustain the activities that we want to do. If you have big goals, something is that's really first things first, you have to really have these foundations, right? These foundational steps that help you to be successful in your own life if you want to express that outwardly, whether you have your own business or you have big goals in your job or your career or your home life or whatever. You have to make sure you're doing these first, because that takes care of your own cup, and that way your cup can run over. I know you've probably heard of that saying, but it is the epitome of the kind of like life that I live in. I have seen the importance of that every single day. Okay, so the next thing, are you setting yourself up for good quality sleep? Kind of going off of what I just talked about. Are you like drinking caffeine at like 5 o'clock at night? You might be. And you might be eating a bunch of sugar like right before you're trying to go to bed, which makes no sense, because then your body has lots of energy and you have no way to let that out. And so you're obviously not going to be able to fall asleep correctly when you don't get enough sleep. That makes you cranky, irritable. You can get stressed out quicker. Really making sure obviously everyone knows how important sleep is. I don't have to really talk about that. But are you setting yourself up for that good sleep? Are you exercising enough in the day to the point where when you fall asleep, you are actually able to fall asleep? That's something that I need to make sure I kind of do in my own life as well. Okay, so going off of that, turning electronics off about an hour or two before you go to sleep. So that kind of sets you up for being able to go to sleep. So if you didn't know this, light and light from like your devices, they emit light, and so your body actually can't wind down. It's producing more of the hormone that keeps you awake. And so by turning the lights off, getting less, or not like all the lights, but making sure you're not like turning, having screens in front of your face right before you're trying to sleep, is not going to allow you to go to sleep easily. So if you have less like lights that you're involving yourself in, then your body will be able to produce that serotonin that will make you sleepy and that will help you sleep and stay asleep. Okay, so last but not least, meditation or mindfulness, somewhere where you can sit and reflect, or maybe not even having to sit. I know some people who don't really work well with sitting and meditating, but just maybe you could take a walk and having that time to reflect. That's something that often gets left out of our culture. And a lot of the other cultures, like in South America, where they're like living off the land, they have a lot of time for introspection. And when we have a lot of time to process things that have happened, we can digest it and then we can let it go. If we're not actually like living in our experiences, we're kind of just shoving them down or like numbing ourselves to what's going on, and we're not feeling all our feelings or really digesting things that have happened, then they just get shoved down, and we don't have any time to integrate the lessons into our life. And so meditation allows us to do that. So these are just a couple things that I do in my own life that I've seen huge improvements with. So if you have any questions, drop those down in the comments. I thank you guys for sharing your time with me, and I hope these things help you to manage your stress. I love you all, and have a wonderful evening. Namaste.